Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you are in the world. Welcome to another episode of the Shiko Talk podcast. I'm your host, Shiko. I'm going to do a Father's Day special to appreciate all the fathers and the father figures in our lives. For years, fathers and father figures have assumed the role of a protector, the provider, the disciplinarian. More recently, in the African home setup, fathers are taking up more roles because the world has changed and shaping young kids and their future has become harder and needs more input from men now more than ever. Therefore, we are seeing fathers becoming motivators, enforcers, encouragers, trainers, counselors, leaders, friends, and just the basic that kids need more paying attention and spending more time with their families and kids. And so fathers and father figure influence have over the years been proved to contribute immensely to how kids end up as grown-ups, and especially self-confidence in this time and life is important. And it seems that father figures and fathers are good at instilling and helping kids evolve and develop self-confidence. And so for myself, I think a father's influence in a daughter's life might or helps to shape self-esteem, self-confidence, just the view of self-image of a daughter or a girl is influenced by how the father views her, how the father treats her. So, opinion about men, because we say the father is the first man that a girl will have a relationship with. So if the relationship is good, so this girl or myself included, we tend to form opinions of men through the relationships we form with our dads and with our fathers. And so most of the time we find this relationship can determine the ability of trust on people and also men, just the need for approval on physical appearance. It normally stems from how we are appreciated and how our fathers view us. And also just the relationship between a father and a daughter can sometimes influence or affect their love life in future. So I don't know, many other things, but also to a son, a father can provide a positive role model. Like I'm saying, nowadays fathers are spending more time with their kids. They're making sure they're doing things with them on a daily basis. They are intentional. Most of my friends, I see them with their kids most of the time, trying to teach them something, trying to train them to do things, especially father to sons. The way the father also conducts himself as a man in the house can help the sons to know how to conduct themselves in a family setup, in a society setup, and also it can be able to show them how to lead their families in future or become leaders in the society. It also helps to reinforce and promote good behavior, because I'm just speaking from my own experience. Anytime my dad told us something, he didn't have to repeat it because the tone and just the respect that we have for our fathers coming from just the way we are raised up, we tend to listen to our fathers easier. It's easier for a father to give instruction. And so for sons, having someone like that around to show them good from bad, to just model themselves how to act and what to do is really important for a son. So for myself, my father helped me to find my voice and encouraged me to use it. I've always been shown that it's okay to speak for myself. People who know me know I can confidently communicate my opinion wherever I'm at. It doesn't matter the setup. If I have an opinion, if I have to speak up about something, I can be able to organize my thoughts and be able to speak up and speak out for whatever I believe in, or just speak up for myself. I'm not those people who will just be timid and stay in an environment without trying to influence it or without trying to speak out or give my opinion on anything. And so it's the feeling I've had throughout my life. My dad introduced me to Sunday school. It was my favorite time, or rather the best days of my life. I remember being waken up and startled by the loud blaring cassette music from his favorite choir group. It used to play very early on Sunday morning, so that was the cue to get up and get ready for Sunday school. I remember me and my brother squeezing ourselves on the carrier of his bicycle to go to church. I don't even know how we fit on that seat, because I normally see the pictures and I see it's really small, and we used to fit and we wouldn't fall, and it was quite a distance from our home from church. So I don't know. So I remember on bumps we used to hold on to my dad's seat, because I used to sit before my brother. Then my brother sits at the back, and my brother now will hold on to the back of there's something that you can hold at the back. Whoever knows those bicycles, you understand what I'm saying. So anyway, I remember interacting with amazing people, growing my faith, understanding wrong from right. He used to also hold us accountable to do schoolwork and read every morning. He used to wake us up at 4 to 5:30, depending on school term or depending on what's going on that season. And while we are reading, he would be making breakfast or doing pancakes or helping us to brush our shoes or something. And so he loves books and notes. And just to come to think of it, I note down everything I see, everything I hear, everything I think. And so I think this came from him, because I remember seeing him scribbling down something every other time. So I think my love for notes and taking notes came from him. Yeah, I also love pictures, and guess what? He loved pictures. He used to take pictures of us. He used to have a camera. So we have the African setups, the entertainment used to be albums. So we used to have a lot of albums of just daily activities just in the house. He will take a photo of us. So maybe standing on the cupboard, maybe sitting down, just any typical family life thing. He will just capture it in the pictures. And yeah, so I picked that also because I have pictures and take pictures of anything and everything, from food, from my kids, from just something that looks good. I have gone a notch further. I take videos. I have a video that would, make how many series if I was to publish all of it. And so he helped me build my self-confidence. And most of my life I would go on to be either a student representative, student leader, a prefect, a monitor. I think because of this, of the self-confidence, I never used to be troubled by the fact that people don't like me, by me trying to enforce maybe the rules and the laws of maybe the school or the setup. So I was pretty okay, people not liking me for being an enforcer or being trying to manage or administrate or help the school or the setup to enforce laws. So I think it stems from confidence, because people will say bad things or trying to intimidate me, but I never stepped down. I used to just block out the negatives and just do my work. So he was a present dad, and he used to help us with some house chores because we didn't have house helps. He used to iron our clothes. To date, I don't like ironing. Like, it's the only chore I will try and get away from. I think because I had someone who did it for me for quite a long time. I think I only came to polish my shoes in high school. Because I remember in primary school, we were in day school, and while we were reading, he used to polish our shoes and help us to get ready faster. And so we also looked forward to the weekends and the holidays. Without much, he will try and come up with something fun for us to do. If it's the swimming place, he will take us to learn swimming, maybe to the park, maybe to the showground to see the animals and just see the miniature helicopters and cars. Yeah, so I remember him always teaching us to Kiswahili. They say tenda wema nenda zako. It means to do good and just go. You don't try and show people that you're the one who did that, or try to get a thank you or a recognition for it. So it has helped me a lot, because most of the time we do good, we expect a thank you or a acknowledgement or something. Personally, I don't. I just do good and just move, and my heart is at peace completely. I don't even think that why didn't that person say thank you, or how we want to be appreciated. I don't know. I just grew up like that. So I just help people and move. I don't spend my time trying to show people that I'm good. Anyone who's around me will know, but I won't show it. I won't try and put it in someone's face that I did a favor or did something for somebody. Yeah, so I also remember him, learning from him the importance of speaking the truth, even if it's not popular. Yeah, that has helped me, and also put me in a tight position, especially in the society where you only speak the truth if it suits everyone. So sometimes you either don't tell the truth, tell white lies to maybe not to hurt someone's feelings, or whatever reason that we use to. So for me, I just learned to speak my truth, even if it's not popular, to love truth. So I remember my mom telling me that I will never be caught in a lie, that if something happened, they will call me and they will almost immediately believe my side of the story, because I feared lying. Like, you will notice, if it's I wouldn't even need a lie detector. If I'm lying, you will definitely notice, because my body language, my body is not comfortable lying, because I just grew up knowing the truth, and my dad instilled in me that the truth is always the best. It might not get you further, but the peace and the confidence that nobody will ever say something opposite to what you said, or your account, or even if they're lying, it will come to light one day. And just, I think for me, I just do it for the peace, because lying has this gives this burden to your mind, to your conscience. So I don't like such kind of burden. It's unnecessary. So yes, anytime I think of something fun as a kid, my dad is a common factor. Still do most fun things. Even when I take my child home, he will pull her on the carpet trying to make fun, give her the small chicks to play with. He just creates fun. He's a fun person. He's also healthy, so he can do fun things and he can move about quickly. So yeah, I hope he's not gotten old. I think I saw him one year ago. I hope he's not gotten too old now. But yeah, he loves fun. He loves to move around. He loves to just enjoy time with his kids. And so I appreciate all he imparted. I'm still a daddy's girl. If anyone wants something from my dad, or wants him to do something he would normally not agree, it's always best to send me, because I know our language. I know what to tell him and how to tune him so that he can see why he needs to do what people are requesting. Yeah, so I remember him coming to Nairobi one day and took me to the famous Ibrahim store. Yeah, so he got me my first laptop, which was a Toshiba. And that completely changed my adult life, because it set me up to do some things in the technology space. And some of those things were fun. Some of those things contributed to the networks that I have now. And so these little things and big things that fathers do, they actually really contribute to most of the things we find out as adults, or we end up doing as adults. So yeah, so years later, I will go on to seek a husband who would probably not be just a good husband, but a good father, because I know the power and the influence a good intentional father can have on their children. And so my husband has started well, so I hope he keeps it up. Yeah, so now I get to experience another dad-daughter relationship with my own family. Yeah, my baby thinks her dad or her father is her bestie, fun machine, fellow daredevil. Their outings to the park, the F&B stadium, or just their juice spot is what she looks forward to every weekend. Yeah, so she doesn't understand why mom cannot do the things dad can do, because the energy is out of this world and only her dad can match her energy. Yeah, him showing her how to explore the outdoors has been crucial to her staying active and healthy. She loves riding the bike like her daddy. She's brave in the water. She was doing water slides at a very young age. The water slides like me as an adult is afraid of. She will do it and reach the bottom and stand up and seemingly be amused at herself for doing it and ask her dad to put her up again. Yeah, so I mean, it's a beautiful relationship to watch, and I hope they keep nurturing that and that bond, and I can't wait to see where that takes them and takes our family. Yeah, so again, I'm grateful for the friendship I have with my dad. I try to make him proud by always living true to what I believe in and the values I hold dear. Most of the things I do, the things that I would be comfortable doing if my father was there. So yeah, I try to stay true to my values. Yeah, and so to my favorite guy, my dad, my husband, my brother, my friends who are dads, and to all the fathers and father figures out there in the world, I want to wish you all a happy Father's Day. You are loved and appreciated. Yeah, and that's it from the Shiko Talk podcast today. Thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Follow all my accounts at Shiko Talk on all social media platforms. Yeah, have yourself a wonderful week. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for always supporting me. I appreciate. Yeah, and God bless you. Thank you.